A no-kill shelter in Hoopston has big goals heading into the new year. Joining us in today's Furever family from the Hoopston Animal Rescue Team, also known as Heart, we have volunteer and pet foster Brad Swanson, as well as his little foster puppy, Deacon. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Well, let's talk first of all about Heart and the organization. It's a no-kill shelter.
Yes.
So tell me about it.
So it's based over in Hoopston, no-kill shelter, open intake. So there's as many coming in as are needed, and the only ones that go out are the ones that get adopted, so or that get fostered.
Hi.
So I serve as a foster for them. I live here in Champaign-Urbana, and
everyone's getting a nice his sniffing there on my mic.
So the first dog I ever fostered through them, I actually adopted myself, and then I was fostering another dog just as of yesterday. I had one for the last 5 weeks, and he got adopted yesterday by a couple from Urbana. And so I went and got Deacon so that he could make his TV debut today.
Yes, and what a sweet dog.
Yes.
We were scrolling through some pictures there of the shelter, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But let's talk about Deacon. I know you've only had him for a little while, but what have you learned so far?
So Deacon has been in the shelter. He is a lover, as you can tell. He's been in the shelter for just over a month already. And so he's looking for his get out of jail card here from somebody in time for the holidays, maybe.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a blue heeler mix, most likely.
So he's probably not going to get a lot bigger.
No, I'm guessing he's fully grown here. He's definitely still young, but I wouldn't say he's a puppy. Might be a couple years old. But he definitely has some personality to him. He knows his commands. He loves to play. I brought him home with my 2 dogs yesterday, and all they did was play for hours and hours until they passed out.
So he gets along well with other dogs?
Yes, he was fantastic with them.
Would he be good with children?
He's a bit of a jumper, so maybe
know that
like
ahead of time.
Yeah, maybe kids that are like 10 or 12 or up. I don't know that I'd put him with little kids. He also, and this could be trained out of him, but when he plays, he likes to be a little mouthy. He doesn't bite, but you know, a little kid,
maybe
it could be scary. Yeah.
Well, let's now talk about the shelter, because looking at the pictures, it looks like it could use a few upgrades, possibly.
Yes. So Hart did an upgrade process here recently for their cat area, and that went very well, and it's all nice and new. And now it's time for them to focus on their dog area. And when they moved into the building they're in Hoopston, it was an older vet clinic that they purchased. And so it had kennels built into certain rooms and that type of thing. But because they're open intake and no kill, like I said, they have a tendency to get overcrowded at times. And just some of the facilities are quite outdated, you know, rusted gates on the kennels, that type of thing. And so they are looking to raise money to expand the building, and they need to raise about $60,000 in order to do that. Now, thankfully, they have a very generous donor who's offered to match up to $30,000 in initial donations by the end of the year, and they just surpassed $15,000 of that 30 they need to match.
We've got a little work to do here before the end of the year. You know, sometimes you're looking for a great gift to give someone, and you don't know what to get them because they've already got everything. Making a donation in their name, if they're an animal lover, would be such a great idea, and help out a great organization.
Exactly. So anybody interested in donating or getting involved, or adopting, can go to Heart's website. It's heartshelter.org. That site is under construction right now, so the adoptable dogs are not updated, but there is a full list on the Facebook page if they look up Hoopston Animal Rescue Team. That's what Heart stands for.
Well, hopefully we can find Deacon a Forever family this holiday season.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
Yes, he is. And get their facility up to date. Thank you all so much for coming.
Thank you.
If you need any more information on how you can adopt Deacon or how you can help in their efforts to upgrade their facilities, CILiving.tv.